Squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Wentz. Jones has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Two catches. Now in this divisional round matchup, that one a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play, and the Bears first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Trey 15. 4, Tokyo. 5.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally taken down at the 26-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Go now. 10-2 start.
I got you, boy.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
8, read.
Hey, check.
Now Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that's...
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a return will stop right around the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
3 down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones escaping the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
The extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Bears on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Hey, Delta. Jump.
Here's Wentz to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Get set,
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
59. Here we go, D.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of it. And that's caught inside the 35. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. He's at the 30. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Here's McCaffrey, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Christian McCaffrey, saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Wentz going to throw. This for his running back, McCoy. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Here you go. 60 or. Go.
McCaffrey on the counter. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's third down.
Backpack. Blue 80.
Single, 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 single.
Wentz. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. This is taken at the 18. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Jones now on 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down.
X3, 218, chopper. Leo. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And an alley to... There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Melvin Gordon, 84 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will get them one closer. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Look at me, zipper.
Come to me, it's me.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check. 59. It's just me and you.
It's me, Griffin.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go!
Looking to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Mike, check.
Hey, exit.
Back to throw. Jones. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wentz flushed out right, and he slings one that's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 5.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Hey, Haywood.
Wentz now to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. Taken in at the 11. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! That's a punt return of 89 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to him.
And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Throwing deep for Galladay. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kenny Galladay, 76 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Crosby with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Let's get it together, defense. Topper! Get it!
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 31, Wentz. He'll get this one to Galladay. Touchdown, Chicago! Kenny Galladay. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ready?
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Jones now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. It's hauled in by Shepard. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
McCaffrey. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Watch the pass. Check 52. Switch.
You draw Corker.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. return as they're finally able to take him down. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They come out here in the eye. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, my 7.
This is McCaffrey, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences, and this is what they work on.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He's going to let it fly. They got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Single.
Hey, orbit.
Now Wentz. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. The 40, past the 20, 10, 5. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he's going to fall on this one himself. So a bit of a weird ending for sure, but they will indeed come up short as this game is over. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself.